If you're over 40 and feel like something in your life quietly slipped out of your control, you're not alone. Many people reach this age and suddenly feel a strange sense of disorientation, not because their life collapsed, not because they failed, but because something inside them changed. Time starts to feel different, years begin moving faster, and one day you wake up and realize life didn't turn out exactly the way you imagined. Careers feel uncertain, relationships feel complicated, dreams that once felt close suddenly feel distant, and a quiet thought appears in the back of your mind. Am I behind? But here's the truth that almost nobody tells you. Most people over 40 are not behind in life. They're distracted. And once you understand this, everything begins to make sense. Because what happens after 40 isn't a failure of ability, it's a shift in attention. And if you don't recognize it, years can pass without you realizing what's really happening. But before we talk about that, there's something important you need to understand first. Around this stage of life, something subtle begins to happen in the mind. You start comparing your life with others more than you used to. Friends who seem more successful, people who appear happier, stories online of individuals who figured everything out. And slowly, without noticing, you begin measuring your life against a version of reality that isn't even real. Social media highlights, selective memories, carefully edited moments. But comparison after 40 can quietly poison your perspective, because while you are looking at everyone else's visible results, you stop seeing your own invisible progress. The struggles you survived, the responsibilities you've carried, the quiet resilience you built over decades. And this creates a dangerous illusion, the illusion that everyone else moved forward, while you somehow stood still. But something else is happening beneath the surface, and this is the part most people completely miss. Distraction becomes the silent enemy of the second half of life. Not loud distraction, not obvious chaos, but subtle distraction. Constant information, endless notifications, small worries, minor obligations, unfinished goals, everything pulling your attention in different directions. Little by little, focus disappears. And when focus disappears, direction disappears with it. This is why many people after 40 don't actually lack potential. They lack clarity. Their energy is spread across too many concerns, too many expectations, too many voices telling them what life should look like by now. But something interesting happens when a person finally pauses long enough to step back and look honestly at their life. They realize something surprising. They were never truly behind. They were simply moving without a clear direction. And once direction returns, progress returns too. But this leads to one final realization that can completely change how you approach the rest of your life. The second half of life doesn't require you to run faster. It requires you to see clearer. You don't need to rebuild everything from the beginning. You don't need to compete with younger versions of yourself. What you need is intentional focus, the ability to remove distractions, to simplify priorities, to choose what truly matters now, because clarity beats speed and focus beats urgency. A person with clear direction at 45 can build more meaningful progress in 5 years than someone distracted for 20. So if you've been feeling lost lately, or quietly wondering if time is slipping away, take a breath. You're not late, you're not behind, you're not out of chances. You may simply be standing at the moment where life asks you one honest question. What actually matters to you now? Because once that answer becomes clear, the next chapter of your life can begin with more purpose than ever before. And sometimes, life after 40 isn't about catching up. It's about finally waking up.